The Sicilian defense controls the d4 square with c-pawn. The closed Sicilian controls d5 with the knight and aims for slower development without an immediate d4 push. Knight c6 helps control both the d4 square and the e5 square. Knight f3 develops the knight toward the center and controls the e5 and d4 squares. This prepares the bishop for development. The bishop is ready to be developed to an active square. This is an equal trade. Recaptures. Bishop g7 puts the bishop on the long diagonal in a move called a fianchetto. Bishop e3 develops the bishop and defends the knight on d4. Knight f6 develops the knight toward the center, attacks the e4 pawn, and prepares castling. Bishop c4 develops the bishop to an aggressive diagonal where it controls the d5 square and attacks the f7 pawn. Castling gets the king out of the center and activates the rook. Bishop b3 retreats the bishop, avoiding the tactical trick of knight takes e4, knight takes e4, d5. Textbook play so far. A very strong play. This prepares the bishop for development. Moving from its starting spot, the queen gets involved in the game. The opening development is progressing well. The rooks can see each other now, allowing them to provide mutual defense. After all captures, this is an equal trade. Takes back. This threatens to kick a knight. White activates the last piece, bringing all pieces into play. The bishop is kicked by a pawn and must now move or be captured. This moves the bishop to safety. This is the only good move. Black keeps the momentum, moving the pawns forward. That was a free pawn. This is the only move that works. The pawns are advancing, aiming straight for the king. This loses a bishop. That bishop was free for the taking. Now black can't stop white from winning material if they make the right moves. This offers to exchange pieces of equal value. That pawn was free for the taking. This permits the opponent to eventually win material. Now black can't stop white from winning material if they make the right moves. This permits the opponent to win material through a fork. This misses a better way to win material through a tactic. This prevents the opponent from being able to win a queen through a fork. This allows the opponent to challenge the opposing rook for the open file. This captures a knight that checked the king. That rook was free for the taking. This threatens to eventually win material. This stops the opponent from being able to eventually win a pawn. This allows the opponent to eventually win material. This overlooks an opportunity to eventually win material. This permits the opponent to eventually win a pawn. This wins a pawn. This evades the check from the queen. Very precise. This protects an underdefended rook that is under attack. This is the only good move. Recaptures. Capturing while sacrificing the knight was the right idea. This loses a queen. This is the only good move. This move puts the queen on a safer square. This steps away from the checking queen. It is best to avoid doubled isolated pawns. This allows the opponent to set up a blockade. This defends the attacked pawn. This defends a pawn that was under attack and had no defenders. This overlooks an opportunity to block an attack on a vulnerable queen. This steps away from the checking queen. This blocks white's pawn. One of the best moves. This allows the opponent to eventually win a bishop. This overlooks an opportunity to tactically win a bishop. This overlooks a better way to move a queen to safety. Now black can't stop white from winning a pawn if they make the right moves. This threatens to capture a pawn and win material after the follow-on trades. This overlooks an opportunity to capture a free pawn. A solid choice. This misses an opportunity to win a tempo by threatening a bishop. This threatens to eventually win a pawn. This permits the opponent to eventually win material. This overlooks an opportunity to win material through a tactic. This allows the opponent to eventually win material. This threatens to win material through a tactic. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. Now white can't stop black from winning material if they make the right moves. This loses a pawn. This overlooks a better way to tactically win a pawn. This permits the opponent to win a rook through a skewer. That X-ray attack will win black a rook. This move puts the queen on a safer square. This is the way to win a rook. This evades the check from the queen. A very strong play. Takes back. Recaptures. This is the strongest option. Right on target. One of the best moves. That pawn was free for the taking. Pushing a passed pawn. That was a free pawn. The passed pawn moves towards its goal. Pushing a passed pawn. This creates a pawn chain, linked pawns that form a strong structure. That's fine. A solid choice. The passed pawn moves towards its goal. A very strong play. Pushing a passed pawn. This is not the right idea. This moves the bishop to a more active square, making it gain scope. This kicks a bishop. This permits the opponent to eventually win a bishop. This misses a better way to tactically win a bishop. This overlooks an opportunity to increase a bishop's scope by moving it to a better square.